Hello, welcome to OnceHub Tutorials. My name is Vivek, and today I'll show you how to use the OnceHub Get Contact step with Keragon. This would allow you to retrieve data for your OnceHub contacts and send this data to your specialized healthcare application. To get started, we can first take a look at the data we want to send by going to the Contacts section. Here, if we take a look at the contact data for Steven, you'll see that I have created two custom contact fields, one for personal info and the other for medical info. Both these fields have some placeholder information on them that was filled during a test booking. We want to send this data from OnceHub to the specialized healthcare application. This will be demonstrated using this Google Sheet, wherein whenever a new entry is made using the name and email, the data should be retrieved from OnceHub to the relevant columns. We can take a look at Keragon to see how this workflow would be set up. I have already added a few steps to my workflow so that whenever a new row is added to the Google Sheet, we can retrieve the data from OnceHub. We will be adding this step right now. And then the Keragon workflow will look for the same row in which Steven's name and email was there and update the information from OnceHub in the relevant columns. So let's start with adding the OnceHub step by clicking on the plus button to where we would want to add the step. Here we can search for OnceHub and then click on the Get Contacts step. Here, since I have already added my OnceHub account with Keragon, I am able to authenticate it easily. If you have not yet connected your OnceHub account with Keragon, I would recommend reviewing a separate video on this. In the Get Contact step, I will get the email from the Google Sheet, which is the first step. Once we save this step, we can test it to see how the data is coming through. So in the input, I can see that the input is Steven's email and the output is correctly retrieved from OnceHub, which is Steven's contact data. This also includes the custom contact fields I had created for medical info and personal info. This is the data that we want to send. Let's continue with setting up our workflow. In the Find Spreadsheet step, I am just finding the same row in which Steven's name and email is present using the email. And lastly, we will head to the Update Spreadsheet step. And in this step, we will send data from OnceHub to the Google Sheet. You can see that the fields have already populated based on the column headers in the Google Sheet. From here, I can go to the personal info field and get the data from the second step, which is the Get Contact step. You can see the custom contact field data towards the bottom of the list. So here I will add the value for the personal info field. Similarly, I will use the second step, which is the Get Contact step, and add the value for the medical info. Once done, I will save this and we can test the step to see how it looks like. So we are able to see some outputs. Let's see how this looks like in our Google Sheet. So here you can see that the information was correctly retrieved from OnceHub and sent to the Google Sheet, which would have been our healthcare application. I hope this video was helpful in understanding how you can use the Get Contact step with Keragon. In case you have any queries, you can always reach us at support@oncehub.com. I hope you have a good day and take care.